Is it easy to work as an online presenter? When I'm saying this, I giggle inside. Oh yeah, it's exorbitant work. But I think it's like comparing it to being a model. From the outside, it seems like, what's so hard? Some people still think so. Of course, it's not a lot of work, like my dad says. There is nuances and difficulties, mostly psychological. On the technical part, I was telling you in the previous video, and I hope that all is feasible. I've highlighted the top 10 most popular obstacles I've personally encountered. The last one is the scariest, and I'm going to give you the best advice, so watch the video till the end. The first one, fear of the camera. Fear of the camera comes from shyness and anxiety, and this is normal. It exists even in people with enough experience. What you'll need to do is compare your pros and cons, and who you give the flag to, fear or self-hero, is up to you. You won't regret if you try. At worst, you just walk away in search of a new option. And at the best, you will discover more opportunities in your life, because ability to present something online is one of the must-have these days. Second, fear of what friends and family will say. It's just a matter of remembering that all people are selfish and think of themselves first. Even if they think of you, it doesn't last long. It's not hard with your parents either. Just show them your results afterwards and keep showing them how well you are doing. They're the one who cares about you, and they only wish you happiness, so show them that. And you don't have to get support from your environment, because I suggest you join our community. We understand each other like no one else. Third, fear, I'm not interested person who cares about how I live my life anyway. This is the fear of not conforming to an invented level or way of life, aka imposter syndrome. And it can be in any person with any level of income and popularity. I catch it myself sometimes too. And it's important to stop it, otherwise it will kill all your plans and dreams. Every self-doubt, every limiting belief is like stabbing them. It seems that when I have worked for 5 years, as I was taught, only then I have the right to share my experience. First, I will build a house, buy a car, and only then I will start traveling. But what if we start sharing our experience now? Go through the hero's journey together. What if you start traveling and realize that a house and a car are not really what you want, which is the settings your parents handed down to you, and that you actually enjoy exploring other cultures, and now you'd rather spend your youth that way? Don't get me wrong, I don't want you to drop everything you were doing before, but I want you to stop and think, these beliefs that I have, are they contributing to my growth and development or not? How much have I changed in the last half a year, in the same place? It's time to make a change. How? I share the details in free lessons for those who want to stop killing their dreams and start taking action. You have to remember that the way you live, your life, is already an example to someone else. You already have some experience, and even if you don't, you can always start learning something new and share it in a parallel. And they will want to either learn from you or become a part of your life. Think about it, and don't forget to look at the lesson in the description. Fear of speaking English. For some reason, I want to compare learning English to quitting smoking. Forever starting, holding on for a while, and eventually quitting. Although the benefits are obvious, though the streaming a clear motivation. The better you communicate in English, the larger the audience, and this increases the chances of earning more. And besides, you can learn the language right on the stream. There are those who will gladly help you, and no one will judge, so there is nothing to be afraid of. Even if they judge, there is always the block button. Don't say thank you. Fear of ruining one's reputation in reality. There is nothing to worry about reputation if you are still yourself. People there as in reality value honesty and sincerity. I know that some agents say you can lie, play and manipulate and they say, you will never meet them anyway. I'm all for a friend relationship. Yes, you can understate things for your own safety, but I once dated a member and we even planned a family, even though a few people believed in the relationship. Oops, but that's another story. The fear number 6, paranoia. Thoughts of being found by someone anonymous types and ruining your life. Your personal information is confidential. Your agent and management will know it, and me, if you work with me. And who you give your contacts to and send your photos to is your choice. My streamer's friend haven't been approached by crazy people. I did, but I knew what I was getting into. Maybe later I will make a video about red flags to also recognize such inadequacies. The fear number 7, I won't make it, like kinda insecurity. Fear of novelty recedes when there is knowledge. To stop being insecure is simply to spell out all the situations you think are stalemated and spell out solutions to those problems so you feel more confident. Nothing takes away that fear like action, especially with outside support. And there are so many kind people in this app who will support you. Your self-esteem will go up a bunch of times. I've never received so many compliments as they do there. Of course, the quality sucks, but it's still nice. Fear number 8. I don't want to and do not know how to communicate with people. I will always be poor. Of all this, the only thing that embarrasses me is not wanting. What I don't know how to do, that can be fixed. For example, in my project. We live in a human world and benefit from the goods they have created. And if we don't want to communicate with people, that's some kind of false, paradoxical and maximally destructive position. Because if you don't, you won't be able to enjoy the benefits of a higher level. So, my girls, you need to get out of your comfortable cocoon, because no one will destroy it for you. No one will introduce you to anyone. You won't get anywhere. You won't be able to access better information. Remember, the shortest way to get results is simply to ask someone who already has those results. The fear number 9. Dramas with girls or gifters. Dramas arise from insecurity or overconfidence on one side. This is easily avoided by understanding your value and understanding what kind of people you want to see around you. If it's hard, I work through these issues with you more deeply in the mentorship, working on self-esteem and personal boundaries. And then things will get better. Number 10. The last but not least, I'm not gonna make it. I'll give you the universal advice I once heard from my mentor. Until you try, you've already failed. I realized that the fear of going into new things is strong. I've been preparing myself for a long time to start YouTube myself. I was looking for excuses, scaring myself with punishment if I didn't start. It didn't work. The main thing is to start somehow. Right now is the best time, and then improve it and work on quality. As you can see, I've started and I'd appreciate feedback, so share your fears in the comments, let's discuss it. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends. It warms my soul and gives me motivation to keep going. And I'd like to end with one of my favorite phrases. If you want to have something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. Wish you a wonderful day and offer you make friends with your fears. All the things you fear are your best helpers. They illuminate what to start working on first. Text me what kind of fear will you work with first. See ya!